Hollywood, a place where the glitz and glamour can make everything seem incredibly vibrant. But it's also where real-life stories are hidden, stories that evoke more emotion than any movie. Behind iconic roles and confident strides on the red carpet are people who have overcome not only the pressures of fame, but also invisible barriers to live authentically. They don't simply pursue art, they confront prejudice, transform circumstances into strength, and rewrite their life journeys in their own unique way. In today's video, you'll not only encounter familiar faces, but also discover emotionally charged situations, rarely discussed hidden aspects, and harsh moments that will give you a completely different perspective on Hollywood. And trust me, the final character will definitely surprise you. Before we begin, I want to ask you something. How many names on today's list have you heard of? Let's see who will leave the deepest impression on you. If you enjoy inspiring stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos. Your support is the motivation for the channel to continue bringing you more meaningful and high-quality content every day. If you watched RuPaul's Drag Race Season 3, Carmen Carrera's name likely left a lasting impression, with her confident demeanor, captivating looks, and mesmerizing performances. But behind the scenes, Carmen's story goes far beyond that. After leaving the show, she embarked on a profound personal journey, choosing to live authentically as herself. It was never an easy journey. While audiences were accustomed to seeing Carmen as a performer, the changes in her personal life surprised many. The gap between her stage persona and her real-life persona can sometimes be significant, and bridging that gap requires courage and perseverance. Carmen didn't shy away. She took the time to understand herself, accept herself, and willingly share her personal story, contributing to a better understanding of the transgender community's journey. One of the most notable moments was when she spoke out about a detail from a previous episode, arguing that the way it was presented could have caused misunderstandings and needed to be reconsidered. Her perspective extended beyond her personal experience, opening up broader dialogues about the role of media and entertainment in shaping public perception. Carmen Carrera's journey is a testament to the power of authenticity and courage. Her story reminds us that living true to oneself is not only a personal right, but also contributes to a more open environment, one where respect and understanding can be nurtured and spread. Fallon Fox is one of the most talked about names in modern sports. She's known not only for her mixed martial arts, MMA career, but also for her role in broader discussions about diversity and inclusion in professional competition. Her journey isn't just about the ring. It's a story of resilience, perseverance, and a determination to live authentically. Born in Toledo, Ohio, Fallon quickly realized she felt differently from others. She felt connected to the female gender, but expressing that connection in a societally prejudiced environment was challenging. Her family, unlike many at the time, struggled to understand her, making her journey of self-discovery particularly difficult and stressful. Despite facing these mental challenges, Fallon remained steadfast in her pursuit of her own path. She chose to live authentically and began her transition with unwavering determination. It was a challenging journey, demanding time, perseverance, and courage. But it was also a turning point that helped her find balance and a greater sense of self. Later, Fallon entered the world of MMA and became one of the first openly transgender athletes to compete professionally. This quickly garnered significant public attention. Alongside support, she also faced considerable criticism regarding sports fairness, reflecting diverse perspectives from the community and related organizations. However, Fallon did not let these pressures deter her. She continued to pursue her chosen path, while also contributing to the advancement of dialogue about rights and opportunities in sports. For her, competing is not just about rivalry, but also about affirming that every athlete deserves respect and the opportunity to showcase their abilities. Fallon Fox's story opens up many different perspectives on the participation of transgender athletes in professional sports. It shows that, in addition to skill and physical fitness, fairness, understanding, and inclusion are also important values that need to be considered. If you are interested in stories like this, please continue to follow and participate in discussions to contribute to building a more diverse and respectful sports environment. Chaz Bono has undergone a profound and meaningful transformation. When Sonny Bono and Cher welcomed their first child in 1969, no one could have imagined that the child's life would later become such a powerful and inspiring story. Growing up in the spotlight as the child of two entertainment icons, Chastity quickly became accustomed to public attention. However, behind those dazzling appearances always lurked a sense of incompleteness, difficult to put into words. From a young age, Chastity realized she didn't truly fit into the mold society imposed. While presenting a perfect image and meeting external expectations, she felt inwardly incomplete, as if trying to adapt to a version that didn't accurately reflect her true self. As she matured, this feeling didn't disappear. Instead, it became increasingly clear and powerful over time. Facing one's true gender identity has never been easy, especially when life is constantly under public scrutiny. For years, Chastity quietly reflected on his situation and sought to balance societal expectations with his inner voice. In the late 2000s, a significant turning point occurred when Chastity decided to live authentically, beginning his transition and choosing the name Chaz as a way to affirm his true identity. This change was not only personal, but also marked a crucial milestone in his life. As an adult, Chaz began hormone therapy and took the necessary steps to better align with his identity, gradually finding balance and comfort. Alongside this, he continued to pursue a career in the entertainment industry, acting in projects such as The Secret Life of the American Teenager and American Horror Story, and thereby expanding the presence and voice of the transgender community in Hollywood. On the family side, Cher also had her own journey of learning to understand and adapt. She once shared that facing major changes wasn't always easy. However, her love and support for her son remained unwavering. Over time, their relationship grew stronger, becoming a clear testament to the power of family and unconditional acceptance. Andreja Pejic is one of the most prominent and inspiring transgender figures in modern fashion. Before living authentically, she was known as Andreja Pejic, a model with rare androgynous beauty, capable of showcasing both men's and women's fashion on prestigious runways. This uniqueness quickly propelled her to global fashion attention. However, behind the glamour and accolades, Andreja still harbors many unspoken emotions. Despite her success and recognition, she always felt that a part of her true self remained unexpressed. Growing up in Bosnia and Australia, she quickly recognized her differences. Trying out makeup or exploring her mother's wardrobe brought a feeling of both familiarity and confusion, a feeling that has stayed with her for years. While society often imposes rigid stereotypes, the fashion industry celebrates diversity and individuality. This environment became the springboard for Andreja's rise. Designers were drawn to her versatility and beauty that transcended traditional boundaries, propelling her to the world's top runways. However, even at the height of her career, she realized she wasn't truly living authentically. In 2014, Andreja decided to embark on a new chapter in her life. She chose to live true to herself and adopt the name Andreja. This was a courageous decision, especially in a competitive and high-pressure industry. But instead of rejection, she received a positive reception. Andreja continued to assert herself, becoming one of the first transgender models to grace the cover of GQ Portugal, a significant milestone in her career and her influence in the fashion world. Looking back on her journey, Andreja once shared that if she could send a message to her past self, she would say, "Be patient and believe in yourself. One day, you will be able to live fully as your true self, and that will be cherished." Her story is a testament to the power of courage, perseverance, and self-belief, an inspiration for anyone on a journey to find their own identity. Now in the world of sports and entertainment, few stories have captured as much attention and provoked as Caitlyn Jenner's journey. Before coming out as her true self, she was known as Bruce Jenner, a legendary athlete who won a gold medal in the decathlon at the 1976 Summer Olympics, becoming a globally recognized icon. However, behind those resounding victories and proud image lay a difficult inner journey. From a young age, her differing feelings made her realize her inner disharmony, while society at the time offered little space to discuss gender identity. Keeping her personal thoughts hidden for years became a silent pressure that not everyone could fully understand. Bruce poured all her energy into sports, and her brilliant successes helped to mask her feelings of incompleteness. Subsequently, her image as a father and family life, particularly through the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, continued to create a familiar public persona. However, her personal relationships, including with Linda Thompson and Kris Jenner, also experienced upheaval, reflecting the difficulties in reconciling her public image with her true self. At age 65, when many choose stability, Caitlyn decided to step out and live authentically. This was not just a personal choice, but one that garnered widespread global attention. Family and close friends showed their support, highlighting the crucial role of understanding and empathy in major life turning points. Her appearance on the cover of Vanity Fair in 2015 with the message, "Call me Caitlyn," became an iconic milestone. Not only does it represent her personal journey, yes, but it also contributes to broader dialogues about diversity, acceptance, and how society views the transgender community. What does Caitlyn Jenner's journey make you think about? Share your perspective below. And if you're interested in inspiring stories like this, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future content. Have you ever wondered what makes an icon? For Laverne Cox, the answer lies in the courage to live authentically, even when the world isn't quite ready to accept her. Before becoming one of the pioneering faces of the transgender community in the entertainment industry, she navigated a challenging journey. From growing up in Mobile, Alabama, where she quickly recognized her differences in connection to feminine values, to facing ridicule, prejudice, and societal pressure. These experiences shaped her into a strong, steadfast individual who always yearns to live authentically. Art became her outlet, particularly through her passion for dance. From tap and jazz to various other genres, each dance step is not just a performance, but a way for her to explore herself and overcome the invisible barriers surrounding her. Laverne experienced deep internal struggles between her true self and external expectations, but she didn't give up. When she moved to New York City, she began living authentically, building her career and establishing her personal identity. A turning point came with her role as Sophia Bursette in Orange is the New Black, a role that not only showcased her acting abilities, but also reflected her own journey, creating a powerful connection with audiences worldwide. Since then, Laverne has become known not only as an actress, but also as an inspiring voice, contributing to raising awareness and fostering understanding in society. Her journey shows that being true to yourself may not be easy, but it is precisely this that creates lasting value and a powerful impact on those on their own journey of self-discovery. Jennings is one of the key figures who has helped the public better understand the experiences of transgender people from a very young age. Her story is not only inspiring, but also opens up many insightful perspectives on the journey of growing up with a different gender identity. At just 6 years old, Chaz appeared in an interview with Barbara Walters and confidently shared that, although she was identified as a boy at birth, she always knew she was a girl. From her early years, Chaz demonstrated a clear awareness of her identity. She felt natural choosing feminine clothing and always expressed herself in a way that made her most comfortable. Whenever she was mistaken for a different gender, Chaz gently adjusted, showing a firm understanding of and protection of her personal identity. These seemingly simple desires, like living in a body that aligns with her inner feelings, carried profound meaning, reflecting a yearning to be herself. A crucial element in Chaz's journey has been the support of her family. Over time, her parents gradually came to understand and became a strong pillar of support, helping her to be more confident in expressing herself. This support has laid the foundation for Chaz's positive and strong development, and for her to become an influential voice in the transgender community. As she matured, Chaz didn't keep her story to herself, but chose to share it openly. Through media programs and public appearances, she contributed to raising awareness and encouraging understanding for those with similar experiences. Chaz Jennings's journey shows that acceptance and support at the right time not only help an individual thrive, but can also create a positive impact that spreads throughout the community. Erika Ervin is one of the most impressive pioneers in the modeling world. Before becoming widely known, she was known as William, but it was her journey of self-discovery and self-affirmation that helped her become the unique icon she is today. With a striking height of approximately 2.03 meters, Erika easily attracts attention and is recognized as one of the tallest female models in the world. When considering sharing her personal story, Erika received memorable advice from Bill Skarsgård that she could begin that journey in Sweden, a country known for its openness and respect for diversity. A simple yet meaningful suggestion, reflecting the support she received from those around her during important turning points in her life. Beyond the runway, Erika has also made her mark in acting with her role as Amazon Eve in American Horror Story, Freak Show. Initially, the role was envisioned in a different direction, but Erika chose to approach it in her own way, only sharing her personal story after being cast. Her confidence, personality, and strong character helped her deliver a unique image, leaving a lasting impression on screen. Each appearance, especially when alongside characters with contrasting appearances, Erika creates memorable moments, highlighting the beauty of diversity in art and life. Her journey speaks not only of difference, but also affirms that each individual can shine in their own unique way. Erika Ervin's story is a gentle yet powerful reminder. Daring to be true to oneself is a form of courage worth cherishing, and that can be an inspiration to anyone on a journey of self-discovery and finding their own path. Thank you for joining us on this inspiring journey. Today's stories are not just about transformation. They're about courage, truth, and the power of living true to yourself. If you felt connected, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel to spread the message of love and understanding. Leave a comment, because every voice, every act of empathy has healing power. You are not alone. Together, we are changing the way the world sees us. See you in the next video, where we continue to celebrate humanity with all its authenticity and pride.